This lovely little plate I picked up the other day for a mere 50 cents. And my favoured nippers for this are Montolits. And we start by cutting our plate in half. So just pop these. Remember that Montolits are angled, which makes them just fabulous for working with crockery. So think about where your wheel nippers are pointing, because where they point, that's theoretically where the line goes. So if I cut here, it should go straight across there. So I'm right on the edge of the plate here, and I give it a squeeze and see what happens, because sometimes it goes off here or there. It goes wherever it wants, because we don't know what's happened or how these plates have been loved or not. And I have the perfect cut. Couldn't have done it better if I'd ordered it. Then we can, because we want the black and grey on our petals, so we can come in here and just cut through there. Cut this bit off. Cut this one. And cut that white bit off, because we'll want white petals too. So cut them about the width, a little bit wider than the top of your wheel nipper head. So I'll go through and cut them. I'm going to put the point on the edge here. That's my measurer. See how I've got that on the edge? And then cut towards the point. Then cut the heels off. This is the plate heel, or that's what I call it. Cut those off. Go around and cut those off. Save what you want to save, because they all come in handy. Chicken feet are great with those. So I'll go through and cut this half of the plate up in that fashion, and then come back to you. So I've cut them all off into these similar shapes to this. Some of them are slightly different. So the aim, I've picked the bit that cut the best, of course. So the aim is to cut these bits off, which you keep because you use these bits for your flowers as well, and then round the end off. And so the rounding nets for the rounding, only because I have really good control over these. So to round it, I just cut the corner off and then cut this corner and this corner off, and it's rounded. So cut the corner off, and another little bit of a corner, another little bit of a corner, and then it's all rounded. Then we can shape it in. So we're in effect turning these into keystone shapes, for want of a better word. And you can see how easy it is to make petals, completely flat petals, from the edge of a plate. Of course, the plate needs to be flat. So when I select my plates, I'm looking for this flat edge. So no curvy bits if I want to sit it flat. So really examine the plates. This one's a nice sort of china, bone china plate, so it's easy to cut as well. So there I have one lovely petal. So if I was making it flat, that's where it would go. If I wanted to make that into a 3D petal, I would make this quite pointy, because then you can really get it into your 3D glue. So you'd probably be poking that in at least 1/8 of an inch, a tad. Call that a tad or a smidge. So that would be if you had gluing this into a 3D component part. So I'll go away and cut these pretties up, and then come back and show you how easy it is. Let's look at how easy these ceramic scissors are to do the same thing as the lippernets. I'll practice with, or show you, using the various nippers. So as I said before, cut off the corner, and you want to cut into a bowl, because these little bits of porcelain or bone china are flying everywhere, and there's nothing sharper than this stuff. So now I want a keystone in, dead easy, and just take a little bit of the shape off there, and there's a very easy to make petal with your ceramic scissors. Now I've not used these tile nippers with the curved blades to do this before, so let's see how it goes. So I'm wanting to, half of it's already keystone from the cutting, so I'll just keystone that in. Oh, fabulous. So you don't need to rush out and buy 50 million new tools to do this. What you have will probably already work. And if I haven't shown you, and you have a pair of nippers that you're not quite sure about, these are great around this edge. These are fantastic. So if you're making a million petals, then it's always a good idea, and I take this advice from Rosie, is have a couple of different nippers so you can swap around, so you're using different muscles and less likely to end up with really sore muscles. So here's another one in there, beautiful. So I'll finish off the flower and then come back and show you how it looks. So there we have it. Pretty cute little flower, and I've got one of these little 4A black and whites in the middle for the centre of the flower. Pretty cute. And so out of this little, it's a quarter plate or a side plate or a bread and butter plate, whatever it is that you call these plates, I'd probably get maybe 3.5 little flowers out of that. So by little I mean, let's have a measure the crossways, because I don't do little. It's too hard. So this is 8 centimetres across diameter, or 3 inches. So that's a nice size. We can see that and look fabulous on whatever we're doing. Let's see how many flowers we get for our 50 cents. Some with slightly fatter petals. I'm really loving this one. Not a bad guess, about 3.5. They'll look lovely in the right garden, and perhaps even with some yellow centres, or whatever colour you want really. I hope you enjoyed that.